Hey guys, Edwin here, and today I'm going to be telling you my top 10 favorite movies of 2020. Let's get to it. Guys, it is no secret that 2020 is a very bad year. We struggled through a lot in 2020, but let's not forget that there has been some good moments. Even though there's very little, there's a lot. Coming in at number 10 is The Trial of Chicago 7. Aaron Sorkin is such a talented screenwriter. We can't deny that, guys. I have just seen his films recently, The Social Network, Steve Jobs, and now this. He just brings this energy to the screenwriting. All the characters talk like they're very intelligent, every one of them. I love it. And the only problem I really have with this movie is that the judge really overreacts at the end. He just goes like this, order, order, and all that. It doesn't work for me. Coming in at number 9 is Make. This movie will not work for some people, and I can understand that. But I do appreciate the filmmaking on display. Oh my god, the filmmaking. So amazing. David Fincher is just a really talented director. I have just been seeing his movies recently, and he is a very talented director, guys. Gary Oldman possibly brings out one of his best performances in his whole career. Like, Gary Oldman just brings a whole different energy every single time, guys. Coming in at number 8 is Sonic the Hedgehog. I know this is very controversial picking, but really, what else? What else is there in 2020? Nothing. I love Sonic the Hedgehog because, well, it's just such a fun movie to watch. Jim Carrey brings out his best performance in like a very long time. Jim Carrey is back, and I can't wait to see him more. Ben Schwartz really fits Sonic to me. Sonic in this movie is just a regular teenager, and that's cool. And Tom, the police officer, I am very glad they didn't do the stupid third act breakup or something like that. I hate this cliche, and it needs to die. Really, I hate it. I hate it. Oh god. Anyways, I just love this movie, guys. No reason. I just love it. Coming in at number 7 is The Invisible Man. Oh my god, this is like one of the biggest surprises of 2020. I did not expect this movie to be good at all. I just expected it to be another bland horror movie for some reason, even though it's directed by the guy that helped James Wan. And no, it really took me by surprise. I love that they just use practical effects. Yeah, they use CGI, but it's mostly practical effects. And don't get me wrong, guys, CGI is just as important as practical effects, but in this case, it makes it more believable, in my opinion. Elizabeth Moss just owns her performance really well. She actually made me believe that she was actually talking to an invisible man, and oh my god, it's just, I don't know how she does it, man. And the music by Benjamin Rolfish, it's just incredible. Just incredible. It's just, it really gets under my skin every time I watch this movie. Coming in at number 6 is Wolfwalkers. It is by the same studio, Cartoon Saloon, and they made Song of the Sea, and I love that movie. I can't wait to see more of those movies from Cartoon Saloon. The Breadwinner is on Netflix. I'll get around to watching it soon as I can. I just love this movie. The 2D animation is out of this world. It is possibly the best 2D animation I've ever seen. Ever. When it goes to the wolf's perspective, I was shocked. My eyes were wide open. My mouth was jaw dropped. It was like I was watching a 2D Disney animation movie all over again when I was a kid. It's really cool. Robin and Meth's friendship is really powerful. It's really funny at times, but it can also be really sad due to unfortunate circumstances. And Sean Beat doesn't die. Woohoo! Coming in at number 5 is Tenet. This was my most anticipated movie of 2020. I love Christopher Nolan, guys. I am a huge Nolan fanboy, as you can tell. I have the 4K Blu-ray right here. Tenet is such a complicated film at first watch, and this movie will not work for some people, and I can understand why. If you don't like this movie, if you can't get into it, that is perfectly fine. But to me, on first viewing, I felt a bit of the same way as you. I didn't know what to fully think of it at first. Like, the dialogue was inaudible at times. The final battle is just convoluted as hell. Jesus Christ, the final battle, even on second viewing, that's the big problem I have with this movie. Who are they fighting against? I don't know. I still don't know. Come on, Nolan, answer the question. John David Washington was great as the protagonist. He is just so great, man. Walks exactly like his father and talks exactly like him. It's very cool. I love his ending where he says, "I am the protagonist." It's just so cool. It gives me chills. Robert Pattinson, my boy, Robert Pattinson is just so great as Neo. When he was walking in the warehouse scene, I just see Bruce Wayne. No question about it. I think he'll nail it as Bruce Wayne in the upcoming Batman movie coming out in 2022. Can't wait for that. Neo's final goodbye to the protagonist. At first watch, I was very confused. And the second time I watched it, it kind of got me a little emotional, not gonna lie. Elizabeth Debicki as Kat is just amazing. She's the main heart of the movie. And she is trying to escape this abusive relationship from Sator. Which, I don't know, man. She's the reason why she made me really care about this movie in the first place. Kenneth Branagh as Sator is awesome. And also really intimidating at times. Like, first watching, I was legit scared of him sometimes. Like, I don't know how Kenneth Branagh does it. It's just, gives me goosebumps every time. Recommend you watch this movie if you're a huge Nolan fan like me and likes to watch movies more than once. Coming in at number 4 is Palm Springs. I have a soft spot for movies about time. I love Tenet, as you could tell, because it has something to do with time inversion. Here, it's much more simple. Remember the movie Groundhog Day? This is it right here, but a lot more emotional in my opinion. I wasn't expecting much from this movie, except that it stars Andy Samberg, which I love, by the way. He is awesome and funny. And I did not expect this movie to be genuinely amazing, guys. Like, at all. Coming in, I was just like, it's just gonna be another stupid comedy about time. And they're gonna waste the concept. They don't waste it at all, guys. Thank God. Kristen Milioti brings out a standout performance as Sarah. Like, she was a genuine surprise in this movie. Like, oh my God. She's like a standout performance. And there's a certain cameo. Well, it's not really a cameo per se, but there's a certain actor that you'll be surprised that he is in this movie. And I will not spoil it for you guys, so you have to figure that out for yourself. Just go watch the movie. I highly recommend it. Coming in at number 3 is Promising Young Woman. This movie was the biggest 2020 surprise ever. Going in, I did not expect much. I don't know, guys. Like, I don't go into some movies not expecting much, to be honest. Maybe that's a good thing, so that it can blow me away, I guess. There is a heavy main theme in the movie, though. Like, it is actually very, very heavy, and it's gonna be a little... I may warn you guys that what I'm about to talk about is probably a little too sensitive, so you can skip to this time frame right here if you want to. It's gonna trigger you some very bad memories, skip to this time frame right now because I'm about to talk about it. So just warning you in advance. And the movie deals with sexual assault very, very brutally honest. It isn't preachy. It isn't trying to be preachy or man-hating. It just shows the aftermath of, sexual assault. It's still weird to me that some people do this to this day. It's just, I can't wrap my mind around that. The cinematography and set design in Promising Young Woman is amazing. Like, the colors pop, the sets, like, are out of this world. Like, there's even a cover of Toxic by Britney Spears, and it is so good. So good to listen to in the movie. Like, it's probably the best version of that song. Carey Mulligan brings out a standout performance as Cassandra. Oh my god. Like, in this movie, she is just out for revenge. Just hateful revenge. And the ending of the movie is gonna shock you. Like, it shocked me. Like, it made me look at the movie in a whole new perspective. And I love when movies do that. When the ending brings you, like, a whole new perspective at the end of the movie. And it is just an amazing movie. I did not expect this at all to be, like, in my top 10 favorite movies. Coming in at number 2 is Soul. I love this movie. Is it one of Pixar's best? Well, I wouldn't say that. Like, it is the most mature out of all the Pixar movies, and I do congratulate Pixar for that. The one problem I have with the movie is that the third act, like, is way too quick, in my opinion. Like, it is way too quick. And I'm still a little mixed on the whole design of the afterlife. Like, I don't know, it's just, it could have been a lot more, it could have looked a little different instead of just like Inside Out 2.0, but that's just me, I don't know. If it worked for you guys, that's great. Jamie Foxx as Joe Gardner was, oh my god, like, and there was a twist in the middle, which I didn't like at first, and I wasn't paying attention to the movie at all because I thought it was gonna get really bad from here, guys. Like, to be honest with you, I thought it was gonna be bad. But then as it gets along, it gets even better. Like, to the point where I actually really loved it. Tina Fey as 22 is legit hilarious. I thought she was gonna be like the stupid comic relief character in the trailers doing that stupid cowboy dance. It didn't work for me. But here she's really funny, and she's probably the main heart of the movie to me. She's my favorite character in the whole movie. Terry, man. Terry's funny. Terry's funny. That's all I have to say. Coming in at number 1, and you're not gonna expect this, guys. You're really not gonna expect it. Hell, I didn't even expect it. My number 1 movie of the year is Hamilton. I know, big shocker to me. I did not expect this movie to be my number 1, but it's true. Hamilton is just so great. It's just a masterpiece in musicals. I'm not a big musical guy. I'm not a big musical fan, but just give Hamilton a try. It's really, really, really masterful. Daveed Diggs as Thomas Jefferson is the standout to me. Like, oh my god, like, he just brings such a great performance to this movie. And yes, it is a movie. I'm counting it as a movie. Shut up. All the musics are just fire. Every one of them is bangers, in my opinion. And I highly recommend this movie, guys, so give it a watch. Anyways, that is it for my top 10 favorite movies of 2020. Comment down below what is your top 10 favorite movies of 2020. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine, and that's fine. That's the beauty of film. Anyways, quick updates on my whole channel. I am going to be reviewing movies and doing movie-related stuff from now on. So to all the older viewers, stick around for that, I guess. If not, you could unsubscribe if you want to. That's okay with me. If you prefer my older content, I don't know. Just, you could unsubscribe because I'm not going to make any more. It's just, I'm burnt out on the whole, on my old content, so I'm moving on from that. On the Chris Duckman Goes Crazy series, it's done. I'm done with it. I only wanted to make like 6, and 4 to 6 I was just phoning it in because I ran out of ideas. So I made 7 through 9, and the 9th one is my last one. So if you're looking for a 10th Chris Duckman Goes Crazy video, I am sorry to disappoint you. The 9th one is the final one. I'm sorry. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Click subscribe, ring on the notification bell if you want to, and leave a comment. That'd be much appreciated for the algorithm. And that's all I could say, guys. See you later in the next video, I guess. Goodbye.